Oh. That's weird.
Alright, feast up, flask up.
Which wing first?
Well, we're standing here at Death Knight. May as well. Actually, let's not do Death Knight. I have plans for Death Knight Wing. Does it sound bad, Boba?
I don't know. It sounds probably more clear, but also kind of like you're in a tunnel. I don't remember how your old mic sounded.
The same one.
Not the webcam.
Oh, I hope not. Hang on, let me make sure. How about now? I wonder if it did switch to webcam.
Sound like before you had your nose job done.
Wow. Bringing that up again. I do sleep much better after having that. Thank you very much. All right, we can roll. If you have a deviated septum, I highly recommend getting it fixed. That is all. Although those breathe right strips are pretty great too. Although you look like a complete idiot while wearing one.
Oh, you're just nasty.
What's that?
Did you try to get like a septum piercing?
Me?
Isn't that what you said? You had like a punctuated or punctured
No, I had
septum?
a deviated septum.
Okay.
So like, they showed me like the X-ray of my nose before I had it fixed, and like, basically like, I only had effectively one nostril. Like the other one was like, essentially like permanently closed.
It's actually quite common.
Yep.
How do you not notice that thing?
It's normal.
Right. Well, no, I know you like grow up with it, but like when somebody's like, "Yeah, blow out of both of your nostrils," you don't have like one nostril, and then you're just like,
Well,
"Yeah, I can't blow out of this one."
it like would kind of work. Basically, like if I had any,
Limited flow.
yeah, so if I had like any congestion or allergies or anything whatsoever, it would like not work. The the crazy thing was I always thought like they asked me, it's like, oh, like which one is it? I'm like, oh, I think it's this one. And they're like, well, you're wrong. It's the other one. Like, I'm like, what? Like, yeah, like, and it's when one of them isn't working all the way, you notice like you basically live and die lust. You like live and die by the other one. So when it's like clogged, you like really feel it.
That makes sense.
So like I would have like sworn that my bad one was my right and it was my left all along.
So how do you fix it? Just like surgery?
Surgery.
Do they just cut it?
I mean,
I don't
they
know.
basically like break your nose and then like shave one side down and put it back together.
They can make your nose look different too if you like.
Free
No,
rhinoplasty on the side, you know?
it was not externally visible. So
Could
there's
have been
no.
if they wanted to.
It's like 6 or 5 deviated septums. 6th one gets a free rhinoplasty.
I
Your card.
there's nothing wrong with the exterior of my nose. It was all internal. Pretty good looking nose. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's weird. I'm what? I'm trying to think how old I am. 38. I've been going to the doctor for a long ass time, and like I finally go to like an ENT because I was like, what did it was COVID. It was like I assumed that like I don't know, like I was like sick or had allergies or whatever, and then like during quarantine, I wasn't sick for like a year straight, and then I still couldn't breathe. So I'm like, okay, something's up. I'm going to see a doctor. Skitters.
Yeah, not being able to breathe for like a year is a pretty big problem.
So I'm like, all right, something's up. And I went to like an ear, nose, throat doctor, and she looks up there for like a half a second. She's like, wow, you have a really deviated septum. It's like doctors have been sticking that fucking thing up my nose for 30 years,
They don't
and
look at it. They just
no one ever said anything about it. And you saw
they're
it.
just like, ah, whatever, you're good. You're
Yeah.
fine.
It's like, oh my God.
Well, but the number of things that they deal with at the same time, where people are like, they're like, has anyone ever told you this? And feel like, yeah. No, I've already had the conversation like 50 times. Like, I'm good.
But I like, all right, so I probably had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different doctors in the last 15 years. And I would always get chronic sinus infections. And so I'd be in the doctor with like sinus problems,
Okay,
all the
that just
time. And
like malpractice.
nobody ever said anything, like multiple doctors.
Yeah, I was just joking around, but dude, that really sucks. I mean, maybe they thought it was just a mucus blockage. I don't know.
I don't know. It was annoying, but it's a lot better now. The surgery wasn't fun, but
Your mortal desires mean nothing. You are acolytes of the Master now, and you will serve the cause without question. The greatest glory is to die in the Master's service.
all right, drink a little bit. We can single link this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You cannot hide from me.
Must. Did they fix all those hunter bugs with double volley? Is that out now?
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
All right, nice job.
Jordan, you know if Moo wanted to come back in? I pinged him, but haven't got a hold of him yet.
I'm not sure. He might have went to bed.
Alright.
Is Jordan the same as Steven?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
His two first names.
Can't trust a man with 2 first names.
And he's from Canada. Can't trust
I'm
Canadians.
from
Is he?
Ohio, which
I
is
thought-
probably worse.
No, Moo's from Canada.
They're both from Canada.
Not.
I don't know. Ohio's probably better than Canada. I mean, Canada doesn't have a song that's Canada Rocks, but Cleveland does.
True.
Yeah, Moo's coming back.
Yeah,
I
being
thought you'd
from
be-
Michigan, people always thought I was from Canada.
Parts of Michigan go south to get to Canada.
I never thought I really had any like that much of a Midwestern accent or anything.
Oh, you definitely have a Midwestern accent.
Oh, shut up.
You really do.
I
Yeah.
have it on a few words, but
It's more the speed and cadence.
that's not an accent.
Yes, it is.
Speed, talking speed is an accent.
Yes.
Try to do an impression of Michael Caine, but speak quickly.
No.
Point being that the speed he speaks is part of the accent.
Well, the cadence, like the up and down. It'd be like William Shatner speaking at a be like auto-tuned William Shatner, like yeah, it would take away. Hold up for a second. Restore Paul so we can summon. Did you actually give Mandalore net off?
Yeah.
How many Draenei do I got to move around this shit? There we go. There, everybody gets a Draenei. Is a race change and faction change? Is that for sure? Is that coming in?
Isn't race change already in?
Not race change.
Just gender and
Gender and name. No, they eventually just nerf the Draenei racial even further.
3, 2, 1.
Although I hear Alliance still have the best buffs on retail.
No, you'll have to talk to a resident retail player, Booty, for that.
And
Juice
Yeah,
retails? I think Booty only like PvPs.
and M plus, I think.
I don't think he's spending a lot of time thinking about meta raid comps, if you know what I'm saying.
Look, all he knows is it's Fire Mage, obviously.
I do think that
Frost, I think, isn't it?
fire mages are kind of like the main characters as well. I think they've been, or like just mages in general. I think that like mages have been like the top or like one of the top in every. Where's he going? Every expansion.
My understanding, they've just been off like on their own level.
Which ones?
They're definitely the most consistent. That's pretty cool. Especially
I think it was actually warlocks were the most consistent. Matrix one. Somebody like made this like spreadsheet that was like the top
Where to next?
plague. Like they made a spreadsheet of like the class that had one of the top damage specs. You know, for every expansion. I think warlocks were like the best, like the actual best. It was like 60 or 70% of the time. Like one of the warlock specs. It wasn't always the same one. Which I guess if you have 3 DPS specs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a safe bet that between rogues, mages, and warlocks, they're always gonna have one good spec because they've got three.
I'm not like super up on it, but I think rogues were like hot garbage for like 2 or 3 expansions.
Apparently they're pretty good right now.
I think they're getting
Especially for, like,
nerfed
Mythic
this
Plus and
week.
stuff.
They were really good back in Legion when they had all the soak stuff. You could like faint and whatever their little health potion thing was, and did all kinds of crap. Like a million soaks, and rogues were really good soakers. But then they took all that away.
What a good one.
Just get the one that's patrolling, don't get the other two.
Don't almost die this time.
I'm not saying I already had them when you said that, but that's what happened.
Nobody healed, so we win. So when we get there, which hunter wants to try the crazy gothic pulls? Yeah? Gonna try it tonight. Whoa, don't all get too excited. Oh no, you put your whole body over the gate and pull
4, 3,
and then get buffed.
2, 1.
Must. Alright, 4 heals. Let's see if we can beat the teleport.
Don't cleave or don't pad more accurately.
What? Why not?
Because most people give up single target to do it and they'll die anyway.
We're on week like 15 or something. You gotta make your own fun. Is anybody else getting like winter storm near them right now?
Oh yeah.
Yep. You got the polar vortex.
What does that look like in Arizona, Sysax?
Hit like 42 today.
Wow.
The low, you mean?
Yeah.
Still like 70.
It's gonna hit -3 on Thursday here.
It was -2 Fahrenheit here today, and snow to foot. Not great.
Yeah, but like that's Canada. Like
It is
You're
cold
right.
enough that Canadians are complaining and not feeling bad about it.
you're not feeling sorry about it.
We occasionally feel sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It'd be funny because
we're
my dog is stupid, and so every hour and a half he wants to go outside, and then he gets outside and he's like, "It's really cold out here," and then he wants to come back in. It's like he forgets.
you gotta check. You gotta check periodically. I can watch the weather.
Let me out. I want to come back in again.
It's a fun game. Yeah, we got like I don't know, like 4 or 5 inches of snow, and Seattle is not built for snow.
Yeah, Vancouver's pretty rough today.
And I'm flying out tomorrow, so well, hopefully I'm still flying out tomorrow.
Wish you the best of luck.
Going to an airport with like snowy roads to like maybe get like delayed or canceled with like toddler and a baby. I'm not even that excited about going to begin with, but
doing it on the platform.
3,
Yep.
2, 1.
Did we beat this one too? Yeah, like there was no parking at the airport like for the last like couple weeks, and not excited about it. Just to go to what Janet talked about, like to paying like the most money I've ever spent on a flight to go like freeze my ass off in the Midwest.
Where are you going?
Michigan. It's where my family still is, my wife's family. It's supposed to be 15 on like the day after we get there.
Stick it.
Yeah, stick it. We can get it. Nice job.
Were you a University of Michigan type?
I was.
No wonder you hate Ohio State so much.
I do.
Pretty fun time for the last couple years.
Last two. I mean, it doesn't make up for the previous like 10, but
It does not. With like the extra indignity of losing to Urban Meyer.
well, I was also there during like when Tom Brady was like the backup quarterback. So, although that doesn't mean quite as much as it did a year ago before his like fall from grace.
He was also like pretty average in college.
Yeah, he wasn't great. Rich Rod years more. They weren't great either.
This year had to be one of the most satisfying ones though, because you guys just absolutely whomped them.
Yeah, until you lose your starting like running back Heisman candidate on like a nothing garbage burger game.
Gas. The real question is are they getting cleansed as they get diseases, and if people aren't specifically watching them, they don't show up on pet frames? So
Well, sometimes the pets like walk over the lip and they can't get healed.
but gargoyles shouldn't walk over. Or I'm not sure which pet he's referring to.
It just depends where Gargoyle gets summoned, but he'll die to diseases regardless.
Let's practice what we did last time. Let's not have people like completely run out. Let's try and meet the spores when they come in. Just practice for when we go for speed again. So group 1 is trying to get this one here, so watch it. Remember, you're not like fully running away. 2's on its way in from the back. You guys clip nest with that one.
Everyone else better hope they get one soon.
Yeah, I was trying to not wait too late, but also nobody was coming, so it's like,
you
oh,
missed.
shit.
You missed the fun run. We actually did a pretty good job of getting the spores like on the boss, so that we didn't have to.
Hit Baldwin with Sal, or Baldwin Shatter.
Baldwin, you can steal from one of the healers to make sure you get one.
I already hit Size Axe with myself.
Group 3 if you need a refresh. Alright, pass on late. Oh, I was so let's do A-bomb, just for looking at it. I was so like unhappy with the idea of flying with kids. I was like looking into all of the various like convenience options they have now for airports. There's actually some like cool stuff you can do. You can make a I think it's most airports, but at least ours, you can make a security appointment and you don't have to stand in line. You just like walk up and like say like I have an appointment at 10:15 and you just like here you go. And you like go right to the front.
If you haven't done TSA pre and clear yet, I would highly recommend that.
I don't have clear, but I do have pre-check.
Clear's great because you don't have to stand in the line for TSA.
But it's like, yeah, I've never have to wait for long. I said have global entry, which gives you pre-check.
I've had to wait close to an hour sometimes at the San Jose airport.
With
what?
pre-check?
No way, I've never.
Yeah. So you know where it queues up? I've been there at times where it goes all the way to the back and like snakes all the way around there, and then back out past.
I've flown in and out of San Jose like 1,000 times, and with TSA or A+, I've never waited longer than like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've never waited longer than that ever. And
I've gotten jammed up at. Have they made the San Jose airport bigger? I felt like, for as populated as that area is, like that airport was really small.
Depends on when you did it, but they added an expansion like I don't know how many years ago. It was quite a while though.
Okay, I haven't like really flown to the Bay. I haven't flown to the South Bay much since like 2012.
It's so much better than SFO.
Yeah, SFO kind of sucks.
I was gonna say that's also a generously low bar.
There's another thing I found out about, which is like it's like a little bit expensive, but it's not like astronomical. You can get I forget the name. I have to look what the name of it is now, but like you can basically get this like airport concierge service. It's like a couple $100 a year, but it's essentially what like famous people and CEOs do when they fly commercial. Is you just like go up to the airport. It's like kind of like the opposite of like when you get off the plane. There's a guy like with holding up your name. It's like you get to the airport, they're like holding up a sign with your name on it, and they just like take your bags, walk you through the airport. You get to the front of the line. They say, okay, do you want to board first or last? And you just like you wait in like the lounge, and then like they like tell you when it's time to get on the plane, and like you don't wait in a single line. You just get like guided through the airport. It's like
Premier Club or something.
No, there's a name for it to find it. I guess it's like
Sorry.
It's like what all the like celebrity. It's like why you like never see a celebrity like waiting in line for security. Like you might see one on your plane, but it's like where the hell they get here? It's like oh they have one of these services where you just like get a free ride through the airport.
And SFO is not bad like inside. It's just the whole process of getting there is really annoying for the South Bay and like way more expensive.
I think United has like global services.
I don't know. My younger brother lives in California, and he swears to fly out of every airport except SFO. He's like any airport except SFO.
SFO is
LAX is pretty awful as well.
LAX like is big and dumb, but like it's not. They don't like randomly close half the runways like they do at SFO. That's the dumbest shit. It's like they built the airport with intersecting runways, and so when it's foggy, they can't use two of them. And it's I don't know if you heard, but it's foggy a lot in San Francisco. So